So how's it going, my no-fap and semen retention brothers? Hope everybody's doing well. You guys are still retaining. You guys are still trying to become the best version of yourselves. Staying productive each day, man. Alright, so today's video, let's get into it. We're going to be discussing about semen retention and how things will fall into place once you start getting on semen retention and doing it the proper way and not overthinking like crazy. See, only when you start working towards your goals is when you actually become more serious about life and you end up knowing what exactly it is that you want from it. You end up finding out a certain kind of purpose that you have behind all your actions. You know that I have a certain goal, and to get to that goal, it's going to take a gradual process, and I am willing to go through that slow process, no matter what it may be, no matter how many obstacles come my way. All right. You actually are the only ones who can create your reality, guys. Okay? Remember, start by fixing those thoughts, the thoughts in your mind, the ones that tell you a lot of bull crap time to time, the ones that tell you about how the future is going to be or what you could have changed in the past. Tell those thoughts to just shut up. All right? And just cut out as much negativity as you possibly can. Because once you start doing that, you're going to find it a lot more easier to start focusing on the proper things on no-fap and semen retention. See, when you start putting in work in areas that you feel that you lack in, you're obviously going to become a lot more confident in just as a whole. In those areas and as a whole person, you're just going to become into a more of a confident person because you know that now you have skills in certain areas of life that people may lack. Obviously, guys, just don't try to overwork yourselves ever. Okay, I fell into this trap. I started overworking myself like crazy. Anytime that I found that I was just sitting doing nothing, or if I was just sitting watching television, I felt terrible, and I was like, I should not be doing this. Like, I felt like I was doing something wrong, and I was like working my ass off, and then I sit down for literally like 10 minutes watching television. I'm like, no, why am I doing this? I'm doing something wrong. That will drive you crazy. Okay, I learned this from experience, guys. Don't beat yourself up if you actually have free time. You know, if you believe in God, you know that He took a day off. So, guys, it's okay to take some time off, man. All right, take some time off. It's completely fine, especially if you've been doing things the entire day. That used to be me. I used to be doing things constantly. Whenever I wasn't doing something, I felt bad about it. But then I figured out the whole process as the time kept going on. I was like, I am going crazy with this. Like, how do people ever feel good about doing this all the time? But the truth is they don't. Okay? It's not like billionaires and millionaires are just constantly putting in work. Some of them, maybe they are putting in a lot of work, but trust me when I say that they're actually taking breaks. Okay? You can't seem to you put so much energy in something else if you already drained it in some other way, if you already transmuted it by doing a certain activity. If you just worked out for like 2 hours and you're coming right back and you're like, oh, I gotta work on my business right then and there, you're gonna feel tired as heck. You're not even gonna have the proper thoughts in mind to actually make that company or that business successful. And guys, always be consistent with your work. Remember, it's not about how much you're doing, it's about being consistent with that work. Okay, this, as I said, this was the kind of mistake I fell into as well. Okay, because I tried to just work my ass off like crazy and I couldn't seem to accomplish more than that amount. But then I noticed I was just going hard. I was going too crazy in that I was just driving myself away from everything in life, even God to some extent. Like, I was just so focused on the work that at the end of the day my energy was so down that I couldn't even go to sleep properly. I couldn't sleep properly because my mind just kept thinking, what can I do next? What can I do next? What can I do next? But then once I actually took a day to rest, that is when I started to notice that I actually do have a lot more energy. My mind felt like it was a lot more clearer. There was no brain fog, and I was able to actually put my thoughts on paper. And these thoughts were actually much better than what I was thinking the previous day. Remember, guys, always be consistent. All right, just stay consistent with. It doesn't have to be a crazy amount of workload, okay? Just a normal amount, as much as you can handle. That's another big thing, guys. Work as much as you can work. If you feel like you're putting in too much effort, that you're feeling extremely tired afterwards, then you probably are. Okay, guys, you have to take breaks. And another thing, guys, many people may disagree with me on this, but I don't really like having a certain kind of schedule, like a habit kind of thing. I feel like if you fall into being a puppet of habit, then if something happens during that time, because let's face it, in our daily lives, like, things happen, shit happens, all right? Like, if you have a daily schedule, you're like, oh, I wake up at 7 a.m., 7 to 8 a.m. I do this, 8 a.m. to, I don't know, 10 a.m. I do this, 10 a.m. to 12 I do this, and then 12 to 1 I work out, and 1 then, you know, 2 to 3, and then I cook, I eat. If you have a daily habit like this every single day, and you are just fixated on it, and let's say something happens during those times, some work might go a little above, some work might be a little below the hours, you're gonna freaking go crazy again. Okay, you have to be able to get out of that kind of habit and go after whatever life throws at you. If it throws a curveball at you, you got to catch it. All right, don't freaking take that curveball and get hit in the face, because once you do that, then you're going to feel like crap for probably the rest of the day. You're going to be like, no, I don't feel like working anymore. I missed out on that. Sometimes your workload may happen so much so that you may end up not working out physically on that day. People are very used to their daily habits like that. That person is going to go crazy. They're still going to try to include their workout in that day. And next thing you know, they're going to miss out on something else. And then they're like, either way, you're going to miss out on something. So guys, don't fall into that trap of being like, oh, I'm just, you know, a puppet to a habits. That's it. Like this certain my entire day schedule, this is exactly what I'm going to follow for the rest of my life, or for a good 2-3 years, because more than likely it is not going to happen. Okay, life is going to throw curveballs at you all the time. Things will happen, and when those things happen, you got to be ready to actually handle those things. All right, guys, just be patient with everything, man. Okay, be patient with how your life is going. Be happy with who you are right now, exactly where you are, exactly what you have. Be grateful, appreciate everything God has given you, and keep going through life, progressing a little bit by a little bit. Okay, so what I mean by that is, for a good month, I like, slow and steady really does win the race, guys. Okay, life is not about just doing everything as fast as possible. No, it's not. If it was like that, then, you know, people would, as soon as they're born, you know, they'll try to make the person start doing something very quickly. They don't, obviously. That's stupid. Okay, it's a slow and steady race. You guys have to be patient. All right, and even while you're patient, things will come at you. Okay, bad things will happen, good things will happen, but you have to have the discipline to actually take that event and process it and be like, okay, it happened, that's good, whatever, it was supposed to happen, it was meant to happen, now move on from it. All right, stoicism, always got to practice that. Yeah, as I said earlier, guys, cut out the negativity, man. You really have to cut that crap out. The more you cut that out, the more you cut those people out of your life, the easier it'll be for you. Okay, and your thoughts are probably one of the main things. It's even more crucial than cutting out actual negative people from your life, is controlling your thoughts. Once you start controlling those, and you start having this fixated mindset on, okay, I'm supposed to just do as much as I possibly can to become the best version of myself today, and you keep doing that, next thing you know, within another month, you're gonna be like, wait, I can actually add something along with this and still keep my sanity. I can still do well in life, and I could still be appreciative about everything. And next thing you know, as you keep going in life steadily, guys, very steadily, then you keep adding things, and then you get to a point where you might fall stagnant again, where you're like, I can't add anything to my life right now. You may even want to cut things back. If that's the case, do it. All right, semen retention nofap is not about killing yourself, man. I don't know why you so many people say these stupid things about it, but semen retention nofap, it's not a freaking race. This is why I really don't like when people post videos about seeing results within the first week of nofap and semen retention. You guys just stop making videos. I mean, I have no idea how those people actually have supporters, because then that just means that they're just very good salesmen. That's all that means. But because you're not gonna see like amazing benefits within 1 week of nofap and semen retention, all right? You're gonna see benefits because you're changing your mind a little bit. The main benefit is you're literally stopping pornography for that 1 week. So it's just gonna make you feel a little better, all right? It's gonna make you feel a little more disciplined, right? It's not like, oh, that's it. 1 week of nofap semen retention, I'm getting laid now every freaking day. I'm getting choosing signals every single place I go. Every girl in the world for some reason gives me the eye and they want to get in bed with me, or like, I don't know, whatever else. But that's like the main thing that guys are worried about. But yeah, guys, it's a slow freaking process. Semen retention is a slow process. Be patient with it, all right? It's not something that you can run by and you're gonna be like, oh, where the heck are my benefits? I don't give a if your benefits have not come yet, man. All right, that's one question every single guy has to stop asking. All right, that's just, to me, it's not even like it pisses me off. It's just that I see how stupid you are if you tell me things like, "Oh, I've been on semen retention this long, my benefits aren't coming. I see this, I haven't come." First of all, stop thinking like that. If you're on semen retention, that you're gonna get an insane amount of benefits right then and there. Or even if you've been on, as I said, I say this on almost every freaking video. Doesn't matter if you and another guy have been on the journey for the same amount of time, you guys are not going to have the same journey. All right? I don't care if he and you have been on the journey for 2 weeks and that dude's starting to, be able to approach girls, when meanwhile you are still nervous as heck. It's going to happen. All right? Be patient with it, man. Because if you're not patient with it, you're going to get stressed. The irony about the whole thing is that you're eventually going to feel even more like crap because of all the stress you're putting yourself through. So guys, everything will fall into place, man. All right? Everything will fall into place. The main thing you have to do is start working. Just start putting in work. Start putting in effort every day. I'm pretty sure you guys put in such little effort that you actually feel comfortable each day. Try to be a little uncomfortable each day. A little bit. I'm not asking for that much from you guys. All right? Because at this point, working out, whatever, that's way into my comfort zone. Like, that's just the normal thing for me. So for my uncomfortable zone, that is me actually going out and actually talking to people every single day. All right? So start doing things like that. All right, things that you know that you lack in, things that you feel like you should be doing, like being social with people, or actually working a little harder on your business, or start studying a little more for school. Whatever it is, guys, start doing it a little bit more. All right, I'm not telling you to, if you read 2 chapters, let's say, of some kind of subject that you're studying in school, read another half a chapter. Don't even read that entire thing. Don't even do that. Or if you feel that you lack in that subject, even though you read it, read it all over again. Where do you have to go? I mean, if you're at home and you're studying, then come on, just study. All right? All right, guys. I think that's all the information I have for you, because if I keep going, I'm going to end up ranting for a very long time. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste your time. So guys, if you like this video, hit the like button down below. If you guys have not already, please subscribe to the channel. If you guys have not already, I already said that. But yeah, guys, check out my Patreon page. If you guys want to support me, you guys can check out my Snapchat. Remember, guys, questions, comments, suggestions about future videos, or anything related to nofap, semen retention, law of attraction, female attraction, muscle growth, hair growth, whatever. Make sure you guys email me. All right, man. It's Bear and Heroes, guys.